Chapter 9. Iterative statements in Python. In programming, sometimes we need to repeat a task multiple times. The statements that are used to repeat the task in programming called iterative statements or loops. Loops are used to execute a group of instructions or a block of code multiple times without writing it repeatedly. Looping statements simplifies the process of coding. Let us learn about the looping statements in Python. Python loops. There are two types of loops in Python: while loop, for loop. Both of them work on the given steps. Step 1. Firstly, check the condition. Step 2. If condition is true, execute the body of the block under it and update the iterator or the value on which the condition is checked. Step 3. If condition is false, come out of the loop. Condition: if condition is false. Conditional code: if condition is true. Loop statement flowchart. While loop. While loop is used to execute a set of statements repeatedly until a given condition is true, and when the condition becomes false, the line immediately after the loop in the program is executed. The syntax of while loop is shown below. Syntax: while, test condition, statement, statements, enter while loop, test condition, true, body of while loop, statements, false, exit while loop. Let's see an example of while loop by following program. Program: to print the welcome 10 times. Output of the program. Program: to print the table of any number. Output of the program. For loop. For loop is used to iterate over a sequence such as a list, a tuple, a dictionary, a string, or other iterable objects like range. With the help of for loop, we can iterate over each item present in the sequence and executes the same set of operations for each item. Using the for loops in Python, we can automate and repeat tasks in an efficient manner. The syntax of for loop is shown below. Syntax: for variable in sequence. Statement, statements. For loop iterating in sequence. Condition last item in sequence. False, body of for loop, statements. True, exit for loop. Let's see an example of for loop by following program. Program: to calculate the sum of the given list. Output of the program. Program: to print the name of flowers. Output of the program. Nested loop. A nested loop means a loop inside a loop. The inner loop will be executed one time for each iteration of the outer loop. In Python, different nested loops can be formed using for and while loops. Syntax: outer loop expression, inner loop expression. Statement inside inner loop, statement inside outer loop. Start: outer condition, true, outer loop statements, inner condition, true, inner loop statements, end. False: outer loop statements, false. Let's see an example of for loop by following program. Program: to demonstrate the nested for loop. Output of the program. Jump statements. The jump statement in Python is used to unconditionally transfer the control from one part of the program to another. There are two jump statements in Python: break and continue. The break statement. In Python, the break statement is used for bringing the program control out of the loop. With the break statement, we can stop the loop even if the while condition is true. The syntax of break statement is shown below. Syntax: loop statement, break. Enter loop, loop test expression. True, break, false, remaining body of loop. False, true, exit loop. Let's see an example of break statement by following program. Program: to demonstrate the break statement with while loop. Output of the program. Program: to demonstrate the break statement with for loop. Output of the program. The continue statement. The continue statement is used inside loops. With the continue statement, we can stop the current iteration of the loop and continue with the next iteration of the loop. The syntax of continue statement is shown below. Syntax: loop statement, continue. Loop test expression, condition to continue next iteration. False, execute remaining part of the loop. True, continue. Let's see an example of continue statement by following program. Program to demonstrate the continue statement with while loop. Output of the program. Program to demonstrate the continue statement with for loop. Output of the program. Summing up, loops are used to execute a group of instructions or a block of code multiple times without writing it repeatedly. Looping statements simplifies the process of coding. The while loop is used to execute a set of statements repeatedly until a given condition is true. The for loop is used to iterate over a sequence such as a list, a table, a dictionary, a string, or other iterable objects like range. The jump statements are used to unconditionally transfer the control from one part of the program to another. The break statement can stop the loop even if the while condition is true. The continue statement can stop the current iteration of the loop and continue with the next iteration of